Hey guys, oh my god, my ideal lighting. Today I wanted to talk about some topics that are the ones that I'm going to talk about now. I feel, I believe, hmm, I sometimes believe that what really motivates people's actions is, a multitude of things, but that primarily people are taking actions that or how should I say this? What people want to do, or what people wish they could do, is take the actions that would better their lives. But that's really what their primary focus is, in that it's about behaving and thinking in certain ways that's gonna help them. And when I say thinking, I mean like having the right mindset, I guess. Um, However, from that place, I feel people, or I believe people, will get lost in experiences, and will shift their focus from themselves and how they can better conduct themselves to whatever it is they're experiencing. And fixate on it, whatever is happening around them. When perhaps there isn't anything to be gained from that. How do lizards get into my room? I'm so glad that I'm not crazy, because I swear I saw a lizard in here uh, maybe about a month and a half ago. I just saw it on the floor. And then I went to go up to it, and it was gone. And I looked everywhere, and I couldn't find it. And now I'm finally seeing another lizard. But they're pretty big. It must come through, like... You see, last time it was on the floor, but it was near near where the aircon uh, goes into the wall, so maybe that hole is big enough. Here, I'm watching it right now. It's sort of inching towards it. It might crawl back in. Yeah, literally. It's literally gonna go inside there. I should try to show you this to you guys. Can you see that? That little guy? Yeah, it slithered right back up. They go right in there. I'm gonna tape it off, because I don't want to have lizards in my room. I'm gonna do that right now. I'll just shove some paper in there or something. Hopefully I'm not blocking any in. One sec, guys. What should I use for this? I just want to make sure he doesn't come back out, so I can use this paper. Oh yeah, that's a big ass hole right there. I don't even know if this is enough paper. That should be enough paper. The lizard's gonna go through all that. I actually don't know, because On one side it's really wedged in there, on the other side it isn't really wedged in there, so maybe one could come through, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that'll do the job. There's nothing for them in here anyways. And they definitely didn't get there from my room. Alright, mystery solved. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. That would be cool if the lizard was on the video, but I don't know. Tough to tell. So from that, getting lost in what's happening around them, then they'll even analyze what it is, and I'm so glad I'm making this video. They'll derive a fantasy from their experience of something that completely doesn't exist. And they'll forget that it doesn't exist immediately, and won't be satisfied with what they're experiencing because it doesn't also have this other thing, which is completely made up. Okay? Very happy that this first half of the video exists. So now I'm going to talk about it in the reverse way, which would be to say, I find dissatisfaction in how music, for example, you can never really break apart music, because when you begin analyzing theory, you aren't really experiencing a section of the music, because once you section it off, you lose what it is in the context of the full piece. So when you're talking about, each very, very small section of the music, it becomes something entirely different. Really, actually, it's messier than that, because it does give you some of what it is like, but it doesn't really, the full understanding of music, it's never, it's always elusive. And then you can say, well, just get lost in the music then, and enjoy that for what it is. And then you can say, just look at myself and my life and make choices that I will enjoy more than analyzing music and more than listening to music. So those are the two ways to say it. And the question that this video is posing is, if there is value, no. If the highest value is in some deep, full understanding, that if it were possible to fully understand things that have nothing to do with the self, would be good. Without integrating yourself, to just focus on what's around you and then to understand it very, very deeply. Or the other option, maybe there's a third option, but a second option is if to analyze is the purpose is to distract from looking at yourself and practical actions you can take, is to concern yourself with analysis of something external. And it serves no other purpose than that, you know. And it gets to a bigger question of not of truth, but of our relationship with the pursuit of truth. If this is something that, I mean, first, I guess you do have to define what truth is, but, you know, if it isn't, about, you know, having the most enjoyable experience in life, then what is it, you know? And if it is, or is it that? You know? Is it I don't know. Yeah, now I'm getting into more questions that I wasn't thinking about before necessarily. It's like I can have like FOMO about it, kind of, you know, like, but then I feel like our capacity to understand is so limited that it's, you know, limited in what we can understand, and also limited by the same thing of our interest in understanding it, you know? But then it goes back to what I was saying before, is that does this, you know, I really liked how I said it in the first half of the video. So it already exists in the first half of the video. But I'll say it again, fuck it. Like, are we ultimately pursuing something that doesn't even exist, really? Also, this is so fucking gross. This bottle cap has literal mold in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I gotta be careful about licking these old bottle caps. That has got literal mold in there. It's really nasty. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Totally didn't plan that lizard part. That was pretty cool. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Allahu Akbar. And yeah.